Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and this is episode 18 of Sarah's Creative Corner, my little corner of the internet where I just kind of talk about all the things that I do, whether that's knitting or spinning, and maybe sometimes there'll be a little sewing, even though there hasn't been yet. It has been a hot minute since I have been here. There has been a lot going on outside of this little video bubble. Been doing some transitioning at work, and hopefully that'll be done in the next couple of weeks. And then also it's summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, so also been spending more time out and about doing things rather than staying home and recording a video. So that is really it, but yeah, I am excited to be back. It is the 4th of July here in America, so I am just taking my day off to record a little video for you guys, and I think that's really it. We are in a space that you have seen before, but not in a while. We are on a little trip, so that is where we are. And I have a whole bunch of things that I can catch you up on. I have a finished object, I have some works in progress that you have not seen, one that you have never seen that was a finished object, but I'm pulling it out to do some adjustments, and then a number of acquisitions. So I guess we can go ahead and get started and talk about my finished object. My finished object are my shorty socks. The last time you saw them, I was still on the first sock and I hadn't finished the toe yet. But in the meantime, I finished the second one. And for these are from me to match the pair that I made for my husband. And what I did was 15 rounds, I believe, of ribbing 2x2. And then I think I did 20 rounds for the leg. And then I did 15 rounds for the heel flap and gusset. And then that is really all of the modifications. And I did 60 stitches on a size US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter needle on magic loop. So yeah, just need to finish weaving in all these ends and trim them and block the socks, or just like wash them or whatever. But yeah, finally glad to have a pair of socks off of my needles. And right now I don't really have a pair of vanilla socks on the needles, but I do have some caked up already to start. And I might kind of do what I did for these ones, but we'll see. But yeah, that is my one and only finished object that I have. I guess I can show you how much yarn I have left, because I have that too. So I haven't weighed how much yarn this is, but this is how much yarn I have left. I'll probably make something for one of my friends out of this. So that is this guy. I'll just need to rewind it into a teeny tiny cake. But yeah, that is my socks. Let me grab the cake that I already have wound up. What is this? So I think I'll just do the same thing, a contrasting heel toe and cuff, and make another matching pair. It was pretty fun. And since I know that I'll have some more yarn left over, I might make the cuff a little longer, or maybe I'll do something a little different. Not sure. But yeah, I don't remember the name of this color or the name of the company. I have the tag somewhere back at home, but yes, I think the base is called like Tough Sock. But that's all I got for you. So maybe this will be cast on next time around. So that is my one and only finished object. And I guess we can go in order of what you have seen before. So I guess the next thing I can do is my color work sock. We'll just kind of keep going on the sock train. So you haven't seen this in a while. And that is my Midwinter, I think it's Midwinter sock. Midwinter sock by Summerly Knits. It is a like set of patterns, and I think this is the third one. And it has like a louse stitch and then this like floral motif by the cuff. So last time I was just I just finished the floral motif. I have put in the forethought afterthought heel. I'm not really sure what that's called. And have continued to work on the foot. I will probably do a little bit more of the foot, maybe try to get like halfway-ish, and then I will stick in the heel and then finish the sock. So getting pretty close on this one. That'll be nice to get this one done too. But yeah, I'm knitting the medium size and I'm knitting it on 9-inch circulars, also US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters, and I think it's like 64 stitches. I think colorwork socks are just have a couple more stitches than vanilla socks because you need a little bit extra circumference to deal with this lack of stretch because of your floats. So yeah, I mean, otherwise I feel like it is pretty stretchy. So like down here, maybe not as much than like here. Not really a stretch expert, but yeah, that is this guy. And I'm knitting this in KnitPicks Stroll. The light pink is Dogwood Heather, and then the bright pink is Pucker, I think. So that is this one. And I guess to go back for the colors of this one, I knit this in Ruby and Roses in one of their Stellina. It's in their Stellina base. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but the colorway is called Summer Wind for this, and then I just used KnitPicks Hawthorne, or like Bear or Hawthorne. So that is this one. So those are the two socks that I have going on. All right, so the next thing that I have that I was working on is my Lento sweater by Jonna Helin. And I know last time I said that I would probably have a finished sleeve. I think I am pretty close to finishing. I just need to try it on. But yeah, I'm working on the right sleeve. This is the Lento sweater by Jonna Helin, and I'm knitting it in Explore Knits and Fibers in their Denali sock and Suri Alpaca base in To the Stars Who Listen, which is like a tealy, bluish, greenish color. And yeah, that is this. And nothing too crazy about it. I'm knitting the third size, and I did a couple modifications. I did a couple extra rows for the collar, and then I also did a provisional cast on using a barber cord to do the collar, and then I think I might have changed. I don't think I changed the length. And then I did a couple extra rows for the ribbing as well. And I guess like the biggest change that I'm doing is I am not knitting any decreases in the sleeves. So it'll be a straight sleeve, and I'll just do a rapid decrease right at the end, right before I do the cuff. I guess I can pop this on since the body's done and the other sleeve is on Stitch Savers. So that's where my sleeve is right now. I could probably do like this many, like this much, like an inch or so. I also want to take into consideration that the sleeve will probably grow a little bit, so I don't want to do too much. So I'll be matching this chair. So yeah, I'll probably do another inch or so and then do the cuff. But yeah, I will go ahead and slide this one off, but I can show you where I was last time. Because I think I have, yeah. I was here last time. So I did like 4 or 5 inches or so. So that is this one. I haven't been working on it too much because it's a sweater, but I'm glad that I'm just working on the sleeves now and not the entire body. So that is that one. Getting pretty close to finishing, but not too stressed about needing to finish it immediately or anything like that. All right, so the next one is something that you saw a swatch for, but you haven't seen like the actual garment yet. And this is my test knit for Sophie from the Knit Purl Girl for her Austell tee. So I finally started it, and I have just barely joined in the round. Was just having some issues with wanting to start this, even though I really want it as a garment. I think I was just not ready mentally for it. But I am here. I have done it. I've done all the hard parts, right? This is a drop shoulder, all lace polo. So I've done all the things and I'm just going around, which I'm very excited about. A couple little things was just like trying to figure out the last decreases on the front left side and then like the back panel, but it's all squared away. Fudged it just a tiny bit, but I think it should be fine. I'm knitting the second size B, to be like less, to have like less positive ease, because it calls for like 10 to 12 inches. But I'm doing about 4 inches of positive ease. So yeah, this is yarn that I got at Maryland Sheep and Wool this year. It is from Kim Dye's Yarn. She's based out of Virginia, and this is her Smoothie fingering base, which is silk and linen. Can't remember the ratio off the top of my head. Silk and linen, and the color is called Bloody Mary. So yeah, it'll be nice to see what this will look like when all of the like finishing touches are on there, like the V-neck part. So yeah, maybe when I finish my first two balls, because I'm holding 2 strands together, I might start that. But that is this guy. Hopefully I will finish this soon. I think it's supposed to be due this week. I probably won't get done, but definitely motivated to finish it as soon as possible. And there's a lot of ends that I need to weave in. I got ahead of myself and didn't do the wrong side row for the back panel. So then after I'd already cut the yarn, so then I had to just do the wrong side row. So I'm probably gonna knit some more of the body and then work on weaving in all of these ends from the beginning because they are a bit cumbersome. So yeah, other than that, I like it and I think it'll block out nicely. And I've seen some people who've already finished and they posted their finished objects and it looks really nice. So can't wait to have this in my wardrobe. So that is this one. All right. And I think that's really all that I have for what you have kind of seen. So the other thing that I have, something that I have been wanting to work on for like a year, but just didn't really get the courage to work on it until a couple of months ago. I just haven't pulled it out to show you guys. And this is probably one of my pride and joys. One of the harder knits that I've done. And this is the White Russian pullover by Thea Coleman. It is a lace pullover. And yeah, I knit it in Magpie's Swanky DK. This is a one of a kind from the Shelby and the Douglas cardigan that they did 2 years ago, I think. And I got a sweater quantity, or 2 sweater quantities, and my friend and I made matching sweaters, and we wore it to Maryland Sheep and Wool last year, even though it was horrendously hot. But other than that, I really like this sweater. It's just the sleeves were too short, or just like they weren't bracelet length, but they also weren't full length, just like in that awkward spot. And they're tapered sleeve. And I guess I've come to the realization that I prefer a full sleeve, just like a straight sleeve with a rapid decrease. So what I have done is I have ripped out one of the sleeves and I'm just knitting it straight, and hopefully I can get this sleeve done sooner rather than later. Like hopefully before it gets cold again. And it's also like just a touch cropped. And I think I even lengthened it. I can't remember, but the yarn is a little tricky because of the like it feels a lot more elastic and springy, and wants to like go back on itself in comparison to other yarns. But it's also an MCN, so probably the cashmere and the superwash merino kind of does that a little bit. But yes, that is this guy. I mean, otherwise I really love it, and am excited to get the actual garment that I want and not just settle for what I created. So yeah, I can't tell you what size I knit. I can't really tell you anything about it. But I'll put my Ravelry project page down below so you can look. And you can also see the before of the sweater, and then hopefully in the fall I'll be able to provide an after of the sweater. So that is this one. And I think for the sleeves I did alternate skeins, but now I'm not alternating skeins, and I don't think it's that bad. Like here's when I did alternate skeins for the sleeve versus like not alternating skeins. So I will say pretty evenly speckled. So yeah, other than that, that's it. So yeah, that is all the things that I've been working on. I've been kind of working on the White Russian a little bit more recently, just to kind of have some stockinette in the round going, since I don't have any socks right now. But yeah, I have some acquisitions that we can also talk about. My Homespun House Patreon things have finally come in, and I also have a Woolberry Fiber Club thing that came in, and a little Fiberco thing that came in, and some cases for my electric spinning wheels. So I have so many things. I guess we can go with yarn, and then the boxes, and then I'll do the fiber at the end. So the first one is the Woolberry Collective. I think this is from May, June, May. So I think I talked about this before. I just got the sock set because I have too much yarn. And it's called Chip. It's supposed to look like a chocolate chip cookie. And I can't remember what the name of the tonal is. But yeah. It's the Berry Cozy sock set, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 480 yards, 120 grams. So it's 100 grams for the main skein and 20 for the mini. That is number one. And then let me make sure you get these right. Okay. Here is May's stuff from a Homespun House. Let me see if I can. There we go. So the sock set is called Sprout, and it's a 75-25. And May's has a Stellina mini, which I think you can kind of see. And then I don't know what color is what for the minis, but those are these guys. And it's fried pickles mon, and when fried pickles mon, and when girls telephone boys. I'm gonna guess this is fried pickles, this is mon, and this is when girls telephone boys. Maybe. So this is May's little set. All of these are coming at a great time for summer sock camp, but I actually need to start some socks for that to be helpful. And this is April's. I thought I had June's, but I have April and May's. And these are April's. So this one is Can You Keep a Secret? I think this is really cute. Very springy. And then we have Berlin Sunrise, In Bloom, and Early Rise. Again, couldn't tell you which one's which, but none of the minis are Stellina, but this mini has a little sparkle in it that you can see. Yeah, that is all these guys. And then actually change up the order a little bit. And the next thing I'll talk about is my Little Fiberco Mystery Club for June. Yes. And this month's was a 100% American Rambouillet, 21.5 microns, 4 ounces, The color is called Olive. So I'll change it to black and white. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty accurate. So nothing crazy. I really like just the tonality of all the colors that we've been getting in the club. So yeah, not necessarily my color, but I know someone who does like this color. Maybe I'll spin it up for her, or I think she's starting to get back into spinning. Maybe I'll give it to her to spin. So that's that one. And then the last thing are my boxes for my spinning wheels. So this is a belated birthday present, and I got I think they're like spinning siren boxes, and I got one each. I got one for the mini, and then, one for the nano, and then one for the 6. And I haven't tried like spinning with it in there yet, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But I also just like how it's all contained, and that was one of my biggest issues, is everything just being everywhere and worrying that something might snap or something. But now with these boxes, I won't have to worry as much. Oh, but I guess the colors that I got, I think this one's rose gold, and then this one is Malibu pink. So that's these guys. And speaking of spinning, it is Tour de Fleece right now, and I think we're on day 4. I think. I have not done any spinning for it yet, but I want to finish up my bobbin. Actually, I can pull it out for you now. I want to finish up my January club. I have like a bump that's like this big, and I can finish that in like 10 minutes or something. And once I finish that, I think I'll start on the February club, which put these away so I don't drop it. But okay, so I want to finish the January before I really get into it. But this is February, an actual, not black and white image of it. It's just a very light pink. It's called Chiffon, and it's a 100% Targhee. So kind of want to get in on this while I still can, while I still have the motivation. So that will be that. And I think that's it. Yeah, that is all the things I have to catch you up on over like the past month. So I haven't really been doing too much knitting this past month, but it's summer. We've been going out and doing things. There's been a lot of change, so haven't been really motivated or just like had the time to do things. So I will sign off here. Hopefully I will see you next week. Otherwise, maybe I'll do like a every other week kind of deal. But yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. If you want to like and subscribe, you can, and I really appreciate all the comments and being able to engage with you guys down in the comments below. So I will see you guys later. Bye.